you hear me well at the back? Yeah? Okay, great. Welcome. So my name is Przemek Pluta, and I'm actually country manager for PayPal in Poland. Recently got promoted for how to work. It's really great to be here in Sofia. Actually, I've been 3 times in Bulgaria. Last time, 26 years ago, at the seaside in Burgas. I remember 3 great things: beautiful beaches, great weather, and the great taste of, I think it was called dzieckie zakuski. You still have it? It was really good. I have to buy some. Anyway, working for PayPal, first of all, I would like to understand how many of you have a PayPal account? Wow, it's very impressive. Thank you for using the system. For those of you who haven't used PayPal, let me just show you a very quick video. What is it about? What are the key advantages? So I don't have to talk to you about it, and we don't have to kind of spend the precious time on explaining this. So why don't we show the video?
The web is like the biggest shopping mall ever. In fact, you can go window shopping for almost anything through your browser window. Yet having a world of choice at your fingertips can become a headache. Trying to find your credit card whenever you want to buy something, typing in lines and lines of personal and financial information, and the threat of fraud and identity theft, which can really take the fun out of shopping. But what if you had, say, an online wallet? One that had all of your information there at the ready, and ensured that all your credit card numbers and personal information was safe, sound, and secure. Well, that's sort of what PayPal is, a way to make online shopping fast, fun, and rewarding. Here's how it works. You visit a website, and choosing PayPal as a payment option, buy something, say, a pair of bunny slippers. All you need to do is log into your PayPal account, review your information, confirm the payment, and you are done. What's left to do now for you is enjoy your purchase when it arrives. And signing up is quick and easy on the PayPal site. After creating an account, link your bank account to your PayPal account. You can also link your credit card. It's just as easy. Both your credit card and bank account information are secure with PayPal. So enjoy shopping online, sending money and getting paid using PayPal. Get ready, get set, get PayPal.
So that's PayPal. So today I'm going to talk to you about the cross-border trade opportunity, and PayPal obviously enables trading online cross-border. I really believe that you can increase the sale in your online store by adding more PayPal payments methods, and PayPal is one of them. Just to figure out how many of you are actually involved in e-commerce. Great. So let's get started. I will cover three areas. First one is just to tell you about the opportunities that are out there. Secondly, I will tell you still a bit about PayPal. Maybe not how it works, but basically how it can help you fully use the global e-commerce. And finally, I'm going to show you some examples from my market, from the Polish market, of the Polish merchants, online merchants, that use PayPal for cross-border trade. So, World Wide Web. They didn't call it Bulgarian Wide Web, they didn't call it Poland Wide Web. It's a World Wide Web, and it's not for nothing. It's really connecting billions of people across the world, and just several statistics. And it's really amazing how far internet e-commerce got only in 20 years since the inception. So that's one of the first logos of World Wide Web. It's 1989 when the Berlin Wall fell apart. That's the founder, that was the first web server. And look where we are right now. We have 4 billion mobile phones. Obviously, a bit less users, but many of them will actually, with the new devices, be turned to internet. So they will become internet users. They might use their devices, mobile phones, but they will be using internet, and they should be able to buy online. There are almost 1.7 billion internet users worldwide. That's a huge number. Plus, it's still growing. 25,000 people getting internet access every hour. That's very impressive. That's, think around, if I did the right math, 600,000 people per day, and 220 million people per year are added to the worldwide internet users community. That's very impressive. Based on the Nielsen research, apparently 85% of those internet users bought at least one item online. I believe the true number, when you look at the last year, the last 3 months, or the typical e-commerce transaction, will be probably slightly less, but still, it's coming. You know, the more developed the market is, the more people are buying online, and once they figure out how it works, they keep on doing that. You know, I'm the best example, and I'm sure you too. And finally, what it gives us is the size of the global e-commerce, $660 billion, and still growing very fast. And what I can say about the previous slide is just, you know, whatever you do, whether it's a blog, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's a service on the web, just think globally. You know, try to figure out maybe it can be also used elsewhere outside of my country. Obviously, language is a barrier, but it's possible. What I wanted to show you here is where the users are. You know, have a look. China, United States, Japan, India, Brazil, a lot of the new young developing countries. This is huge potential, and it's not necessarily in this region. So why not reaching out to those guys and offering them your services, your products, your solutions? Also, when you look at their buying power, their purchasing power, this is average, you know, GDP per capita in the world. You can see United States, Western Europe, Australia, several other countries. Wow, we're in the European Union. Why not sell to those great customers in the Western countries? They are probably more wealthy. They probably can, you know, buy our products at the better prices than some of the customers in our countries. So definitely, let's try to sell to Germany, UK, France, Italy. And I talked about the potential of e-commerce globally. This is Europe, 170 billion euro. That's the value of e-commerce in Europe. And you can see how it's distributed across the major countries. Obviously, the UK is the biggest market, followed by Germany, France, and then Scandinavia, Italy, Spain, finally Benelux and Poland. So the good news is that the cross-border trade is already happening. So the European Union did some research recently, and they figured out that 7% of European shoppers actually already did a transaction buying from another country. At the same time, 21% of online sellers actually ship to other countries. So this is already taking place, and it's actually gaining on significance. And I believe that's one of the major trends for e-commerce, to actually trade internationally. That's going to be bigger and bigger. Obviously, there are some obstacles, some barriers. I listed them here. Things like language, some regulations, delivery, how things will be shipped, and finally payments. How I'm going to get paid. How I'm going to pay for this item if it's, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 kilometers away from me. And these are the barriers that actually both are barriers for the buyers, but also for the sellers. You know, both sides kind of try to figure out how to make this trade, how to make it work. But I personally believe that the biggest obstacle is the fear of unknown. If I never done that, I don't have experience, my friend never done that, well, maybe something I can wait with. But I think more and more people actually see that trading across borders can be great, and it can really work. The great news is that also according to the same study by European Union, the consumers say that if the product or service will be better, the quality will be higher, and the price will be cheaper, 1/3 of them confirm that they will be happy to buy cross-border. They will be happy to buy from a shop that doesn't necessarily have to be located in their own country. And just for information, on the left-hand side, you can see the PayPal availability. On the blue, you see the countries where we have localized, where we have local teams, and the local language version. We have some light countries. These are the blue striped ones, where there's just a part of the site was translated so that people could at least understand some basic concepts around PayPal, and the key functionality of PayPal was enabled. And finally, the green areas are countries where the functionality is enabled, but there's no local team and no local language. You can send, open account, receive, and also withdraw money in those countries. Similar in Bulgaria. So, let's just briefly talk about those key barriers, those key obstacles of cross-border trade. So first of all, payments. how I'm going to get paid. And I think that, this is actually the smallest barrier. This is not a barrier. This is actually an opportunity. I believe right now we have online payment methods. PayPal is one of them. Very easy to set up. You can do it within minutes and start trading. You can transact in several currencies. PayPal has 19 currencies. You can, connect to 193 million PayPal users. That's a huge user base that you can take advantage of. And, you don't need to open a local bank account in every country where you sell. You can actually accept all the different local payment methods via PayPal, and you don't have to have a local e-bank, that connection with the local payment services provider. And finally, it's actually very cost effective. You only pay the fee once you sold. Why it's important to offer or to use those kind of methods? The main reason, I think, is that payments in Europe, at least, are very local. So they differ from country to country. I kind of grew up in Poland and I studied in Germany, and I thought, wow, everyone is using bank transfers. Because banks, at least in Poland and Germany, they actually did a good job in enabling online bank payments. Then I moved to live to the UK, did the eBay transaction, and the seller asked me, send me a check. And funny enough, when I went to the bank, Barclays, it was back in 2004, they actually handed me the checkbook. So I was able to write a check, put it in an envelope, and send it. So in countries like UK, US, France, credit cards are huge. People have credit cards, they like to use them, but it looks totally different in Germany, Netherlands, bank transfers. In France, people, or UK, still sending checks. So, it's very actually hard to navigate into all those local payments usage. Therefore, something that takes care of that is actually very helpful to solve that problem. Second, language. I think it's very simple. English is the language of e-commerce. Most of the Europeans will understand you. Those who buy online, I think there is a big affinity between those who buy online and speak the languages. So definitely that. So site translation, if you have a website, please translate it. You can put a logo of an English map so people understand that by clicking on that, they get an English version. Make sure it's really well translated because it gives trust. If it's a good quality, people will know that this is someone I can trust, this is someone I can buy from. What else? Yes, I probably wouldn't advise you, those kind of ready-to-use web translation forms, because that will actually raise more questions than answers. And just for the future, recently discovered the Google toolbar that actually offers you translation of different websites, actually live. So the website, even though it's in Italian, is going to be in Polish in several minutes. It's not perfect yet, but I think that's also kind of the future of how e-commerce could work. You could easily have the website in Bulgarian, but the user, once going to the website, will get an automatic translation. But that's probably for the future. For now, I would definitely encourage you to translate the website, to give as many languages as possible, as you can, as you want. And if you're not willing to do that because you think, okay, I'm mainly trading within my country with people who speak my language, at least translate the explanation, how you're going to ship, what are the payment methods, and just simple stuff around how long does it take to order or get the goods. Shipping and taxes. I touched on those topics. I'm sure the local post offices offer international shipping. I'm not sure how reliable that is here, but if it's not, then you obviously already have all the different international shipping companies. DHL, FedEx, UPS, and others, they have on their sides the cost structure. I remember when they launched in Poland several years ago, it was ridiculously expensive actually to use their services. It's not anymore. Somehow the prices it's much better now. And still, in most of the cases, buyer pays for the shipping if you don't offer free shipping. So this is something the good business can actually take. On the taxes side, on the duty side, obviously you have to explain to the buyer that, okay, depending on the country, depending on the type of an item, they might have to pay the custom, they might have to pay the tax. Obviously, we are in the European Union, so if you trade within Europe, it's actually much easier, and there are no issues with that. Finally, customer service. What if the customer has an issue? What if the customer has a problem? Questions, and how do I make him happy? How do I make sure that he comes back to my web store and he buys again? So just several ideas. Just Be very transparent. Tell them who you are, tell them what are the rules in your shop, explain them what are the policies about returns, etc. Be clear about the payment methods, show them the total price, just be very transparent so that they keep on coming to you, so they are repeat customers. One good idea is actually show them that you really exist. So there are several ideas to do that, but A is answering emails quickly in their language. I've seen websites that actually show if they have an offline presence. Okay, this is my store. This is a picture of my store. I'm selling this and that. That obviously also helps. I think also in order to build up the trust from the buyers. I actually got a question yesterday on the panel. Do you think it's a problem if I register my business in Bulgaria and I'm selling to someone in Germany? I don't think it's a problem. I think that as every other shop, you just have to build trust. And you can do it by having first customers and making them extremely happy. So they write you fabulous reviews and opinions. And people start reading that.